Cucho, Cucho, Cucho. Full time at St Mary's Stadium on the south coast, and it's finished Southampton 1, Watford 2. A massive victory for the Hornets, and ultimately we got it over the line there because it was a very good first half performance. We came out of the traps firing, and then we held on to get just our second victory under Roy Hodgson. I mean, you gotta love it because we have been poor recently. Against Wolves, we were absolutely dreadful, and we were just leaky against Arsenal. The performance was there, but the performance really wasn't there on Thursday night. So to see that kind of reaction, to see us win ahead of a really tricky away match at Liverpool is really, really good to see. So yeah, we do have a 2-week break now. So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up for you to decide, because it kind of takes away our momentum, but at the same time allows us to rebuild, refresh, and revitalise, and hopefully take from today what was really good and use it in future matches. But look, ultimately, we came here knowing it was not going to be an easy game. Southampton have been a really good side this season, beaten some big teams like Tottenham, and got good results against the likes of Manchester United. And I just feel like they do have good players. They've got a good system. Ward-Prowse, Che Adams, those kind of players. But we went today and we just looked to pounce on them, and they were playing a bit nervously in the first half, I should say. And look, what I will say is, take nothing away from Watford. We were really, really good in the first half, and we kind of saw that out in the second half. But because of that, Watford were willing to take advantage of that and be clinical and press Southampton. And we have not pressed for so long. We have not been that team causing their mistakes, but we have been the team making the mistakes. But that wasn't the case today, and we were on the front foot, going for it away from home, which is not usually a thing you would see for a team in our position, with a team under our manager, under the style we play. So, yeah, interesting team selection. Obviously, Foster in goal, you'd expect, but to not play Cathcart, who's been one of our best centre-backs this season, was a big call from Roy Hodgson, so fair play to him. Bringing in, within Samir, he was also bringing in Kabasele, and look, to be fair to him, he was superb today. So, there's a bit of competition for places. It's always healthy, but I will talk about later, he had a contentious involvement in a possible penalty, but it wasn't really contentious, is what I will take from it. So Foster, starting off, he didn't get the clean sheet today, but look, he made a great save at the end to deny Che Adams a header, which was really important in the game. So I think he'll be happy enough from today, despite not getting that clean sheet that he craves. Right back, Kiko Femenia, he offers us so much going forward, you've got to say. And he was obviously taken off today, and Cathcart came on. But look, he's our best right back, I think, for me. Centre back pairing, as I say, Kabasele, superb, just really going for it a lot of the game and working hard. And we made a lot of important defensive clearances and getting our body in the way of things. And next to him, Samir, same as always, just solid as a rock. Left back, Kamara, he's just one of my favourite players, along with Dennis and along with Loser. They've been brilliant. They've been really good signings. Kamara's just looks like he knows what's important. He really does play for the shirt, and he offers something going forward. And the midfield, I've got to be honest, was much, much better. That three of Sissoko, not Cleverly, Loser and Kutska. Now Kutska, as I say, was the shock inclusion. Glad to see that Cleverly was dropped just because he's just been so poor recently, and King obviously dropped as well. The right decision, but looking in that, Kutska from an attacking point of view, he's not known for that much quality. His passing is poor, his shooting is very poor. But to be fair to him, against Burnley and West Ham recently, his crossing was quite good. There was just no one clinical enough to finish it, but that was what was much better today from Cucho Hernandez. I mean, let's talk about that first goal. A mistake from Mohamed Salisu. He gets in two minds because it's a pass back from Fraser Forster to Bednarek. And Bednarek, I think, passes it out to Salisu. And look, at the end of the day, it was nearly an interception from Joao Pedro. It was that kind of pressing we want to see from Watford and really taking the game to the Saints. And the Hornets, we made advantage of it. And that was not an easy finish for Cucho Hernandez. Falling over, he had to take it quickly before Salisu got in a better position and before Forster got a hand in. But yeah, Salisu, not a good pass on the one touch. And then what a great finish from the Colombian. So yeah, his amazing run continues. Obviously scored an own goal last week, but that was just very unlucky, and the bicycle kick before that. So really, really good finish. And then we follow it up. Not that long after scoring our first, we get our second, and it's another Cucho goal. And as I say, great cross from Juraj Kucka, and Cucho Hernandez comes in with the volley first time at the near post and beats Forster with the finish. And look, that's a fantastic game. Game plan executed well in the first half. As you know, underwhelming as Southampton were, I think you've got to give all credit to Watford, who were just really taking advantage of it. And the second half comes along, you think, okay, Southampton are really going to go full throttle now, and they change shape from the 4-4-1-1 with Smallbone and Shea Adams up top. They weren't really profiting from that, so they bring on Armando Broja, who's been one of their most threatening players this season. I was worried about him, and that really could have made something nervy. But look, we held on at 2-1, and obviously before half time, we always seem to concede a goal before half time, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth to not get the clean sheet at least till half time. And look, it feels like whenever we predict Watford to lose, we go and win. So I've just got to predict us lose 5-0 for the rest of the season, and hopefully we win 5-0 for the rest of the season. But it was a finish from Mohamed Elianusi for the goal for the Saints. Good free kick from James Ward-Prowse, flicked on, and coming at the back post, he just stabbed it home. And Foster really in no man's land, doesn't know where he's going to put it, and the marking was really poor from us, so that we've got to improve on that. But look, it was about seeing out the result today, and a result we didn't see coming. So really, really happy with that. It means that we've moved up to 18th and level on points with Everton. Okay, all right, they've got 3 games in hand on us, but look, we've still got to face them at home. They were really poor today against Wolves, and Leeds United obviously beating Norwich. They are just, not that far away from us. They're in reach, and they've played the same as us, but they've got 26 points. So Brentford obviously beating Burnley as well. Newcastle losing, they're still in 14th. And it's Burnley are behind us on 21. But of course, remember, Burnley, just like with Everton, have got games in hand. Everton, 3 games in hand. And Burnley, well, they've got 2. So look, it's still not over. We still know it's a very likely possibility we'll be in the Championship next season, just based on with Ranieri and with Xisco, what's happened. And we've put ourselves into a mess. But ultimately, it's encouraging. We have a tiny, incy bit of hope from today. And hopefully, in inverted commas, we can actually now build on this. Now, the argument is that you'd like another game. But obviously, 2-week break, not ideal. And then also not ideal, have Liverpool away. So, yeah, we've got to expect that we get nothing from those kind of matches. But the home games, that's where we need to really see that incremental improvements. And I say incremental, it really has to be quick improvements at home, because the home form is going to really decide whether we do stay up or not, especially as we haven't been getting many wins there. So we move on to Liverpool in 2 weeks' time, hopefully a bit of a chance to reset, but ultimately good performance from the midfield today. As I say, Kucka, decent. Sissoko, all right, he got booked, but he works hard every game. The captain leads by example, and also Loser, he's got some classy touches in there. He does well. He finds ways to kind of keep the ball and get Southampton off it. And then in the front 3, I thought Pedro worked hard today. Obviously, nearly dispossessed them for the first goal, and he just always puts in a shift, and he's got that quality. And I think that front 3 is our best, with Ismaila Sarr coming out with injury. And look, Sarr's not really been felt that much, to be honest, because the whole collective team performances, when they've been bad, it's not like you'd say, oh, Sarr would have been better in that game. Obviously, you'd love Sarr, but it's not the reason we lost. It is the loss of Ismaila Sarr. It's been just the collective team performance, and collectively we were so much more as a unit working man for man today, and that was really good. But also, what you do want is someone to finish those chances, and Cucho filling in for Sarr really, really well. 2 goals. A fantastic second one, and his run is unbelievable. 3 goals over the last 4 from that man, Cucho Hernandez. Dennis getting the right positions, pulled the shot, dragged it wide today, but look, he's working hard, and you got to give him that. Sema came on, King came on, and Cathcart came on, but look, it's seen out. The penalty at the end, possible shout from Cabaselli. I think it was the right decision. His hand, okay, it was above his head, but look, there's not a lot he can do about that. So VAR came to the right conclusion there. And we go again in 18th. Come on, let's hopefully take something from today, and we will see where it leads us. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.